or terrorist financing, and amending Directive 2009/101 aims to improve recent EU legislation on financial checks and transparency in order to escalate the fight against money laundering and terrorist financing. The following 5 main problems have already been identified. First, suspicious transactions involving high-risk third countries are not efficiently monitored due to unclear and uncoordinated customer due diligence requirements. Second, suspicious transactions made through virtual currencies are not sufficiently monitored by the authorities, which are unable to link identities and transactions. Third, current measures to mitigate money laundering or terrorist financing risks associated with anonymous prepaid instruments are not sufficient. Fourth, financial intelligence units have limitations in the timely access to information held by obliged entities. Fifth, financial intelligence units lack access or have delayed access to information on the identity of holders of bank and payment accounts. Under these circumstances, it is important to strike the right balance between putting in place sufficient checks and controls in order to tackle the aforementioned problems and protecting adequately privacy and other fundamental rights of the persons involved. Clear rules are required that can effectively reinforce the vigilance by banks, lawyers, accountants, and all other professionals concerned. In this context, and in line with the proposal of the Commission, financial intelligence units shall be able to associate virtual currency addresses to the identity of the owner of virtual currencies. The threshold for payments using anonymous prepaid cards without carrying out systematic due diligence checks should be reduced to €150, and the due diligence check exemption for online payments should be confined. However, these restrictions must not be so tight that such cards become unusable in practice. Moreover, central registries of the holders of bank accounts should be set up in the Member States. Finally, increased obligations to declare and provide access to information on the beneficial ownership of corporate structures, trusts and similar arrangements, as well as common standards for dealing with financial transactions to and from high-risk third countries should be introduced. As a result, the main lines of the Commission's proposal shall be supported with, however, some amendments that aim to strengthen the combat against money laundering and terrorist financing and to ensure the enforcement of fundamental rights in the issue. There must be no legal loopholes for organised crime to slip through. The current financial system should not function as laundry for mafia money or enable the funding of terrorism. The EU institutions, in proper cooperation with the Member States, must continue to step up their efforts to effectively tackle this highly important matter. The deadline for tabling amendments would be December 12, 2016. Thank you.